Hello everybody! Today we're diving into the captivating world of mythical creatures found in deserts, exploring the diverse beings that inhabit these mystical landscapes, from protective guardians to ominous foes. So, let's begin. Anchor. The anchor, a mythic bird from Middle Eastern lore, soars above the deserts, embodying the vastness and mystery of these arid regions. This bird is often described as a creature of great beauty and power, symbolising unreachable aspirations and the ultimate enigma of life and death in the desert myths. Its appearance heralds significant change or the revelation of deep truths. Visually, the anchor is depicted as majestic and colossal, often with iridescent feathers that reflect the hues of the desert sky at dawn and dusk, blues, oranges and purples that mingle with the endless sands below. Its cry is said to resonate like thunder, echoing across the vast open spaces, stirring the air with the promise of transformation. The anchor's role in desert mythology is profound, acting as a divine messenger that bridges the earthly and the spiritual. Its rare appearances are seen as omens, presaging shifts in power or great awakenings. Through its presence, the anchor emphasises the spiritual depth of the desert, serving as a symbol of the transcendent mysteries and enduring allure of these harsh, yet spiritually rich landscapes. Sandworms. The concept of colossal sandworms burrowing through the dunes of vast deserts finds its roots in various global mythologies and has been popularised by modern fiction, notably in Frank Herbert's Dune series. These creatures are usually depicted as gargantuan worms living beneath the desert floor, emerging to devour anything in their path. Their presence in desert myths symbolises the hidden perils of the sand, embodying the unknown dangers of these arid landscapes. These sandworms are typically represented as immense, serpentine beings whose scales and coloration blend seamlessly with the sandy environment, making them nearly invisible until they strike. Their size and power reflect the overwhelming nature of the desert itself, vast, mysterious, and capable of engulfing lives without a trace. Artistically, they are often shown with terrifying features, such as rows of sharp teeth and a gaping maw, which dramatise their role as devourers of the unwary. The lore surrounding these sandworms also highlights a respect for the desert's dominion, teaching that even the mightiest can fall victim to its concealed threats. Jinn. In the sweeping sands of the Middle Eastern deserts, the jinn are a fundamental aspect of Islamic and pre-Islamic Arabian mythology. These supernatural beings, capable of taking various forms, are known to inhabit desolate places, including vast deserts. They can be benevolent or malevolent, interfering in human affairs or granting wishes. Jinn are often depicted as shapeshifters, with the ability to become invisible, reflecting their elusive and powerful nature. Their role in desert myths varies widely, from guardians of ancient treasures to malevolent spirits that lead travellers astray. In the harsh and mystical desert landscapes, the jinn are not only inhabitants, but also embodiments of the desert's dual nature, its capacity for both bounty and barrenness. Artistically, they are often portrayed in flowing robes that mimic the shifting sands, with eyes that gleam like mirages in the heat. The jinn's connection to the desert is symbiotic. They draw their powers from the solitude and the unyielding sun, representing the desert's omnipresent influence on life. Stories depict them lurking near oases and in ancient ruins, places where the natural and supernatural worlds are said to intersect. This deep integration into the terrain makes the jinn quintessential desert spirits, embodying the mystique and peril of their arid realms. Ghoul. Traversing the remote desert burial grounds of the Arabian Peninsula, the ghoul is a fiendish creature from Arabic folklore. It preys on unsuspecting desert travellers, luring them away from safety to consume them. Ghouls are shapeshifters, often taking the form of an attractive woman to deceive their victims. They embody the dangers lurking within the desert's emptiness, serving as cautionary tales against wandering into unknown territories. The ghoul's depiction is particularly vivid and terrifying, with its ability to transform mirroring the unpredictable and often hazardous nature of the desert itself. In tales, these creatures are not only opportunists, but also symbols of the desert's hidden threats. Their association with burial grounds emphasises the stark realities of death in such an unforgiving environment. The ghoul's presence in folklore serves as a stark reminder of the peril that the desert can conceal beneath its serene and beautiful surface. Through these stories, the ghoul becomes more than just a monster. It is a personification of the desert's deadly aspects, warning the living to respect the harsh and mysterious terrain they traverse. Qareen. In Islamic mythology, the Qareen is a personal demonic companion, but its portrayal in desert folklore is more nuanced. It's said to influence individuals to stray into the desert, representing the inner demons or temptations that lead one into perilous situations. The Qareen's influence in the desert myths highlights the psychological and spiritual trials faced by those traversing these vast, empty landscapes. This creature is depicted not just as a mere shadowy figure, but as a mirage-like entity that blends into the desert's environment, making it both omnipresent and elusive. Its form might shift subtly, reflecting the ever-changing sands, thus symbolising the mutable nature of the mind and the seductive pull of forbidden desires. The Qareen, in desert tales, acts as a metaphor for the internal struggles that each individual faces, doubts, fears, and the darker impulses that can lead one astray. Roc. The Roc's legend, with its roots in Middle Eastern and Islamic folklore, tells of a bird of unimaginable size, capable of carrying off elephants from the desert. It represents the overpowering force of nature, illustrating the scale and grandeur of the desert landscape. The Roc's role in myths often revolves around protecting or challenging adventurers, symbolising the awe-inspiring and daunting aspects of the desert. Depicted as casting a shadow over entire caravans, its wingspan is wide enough to block out the sun. The artistic portrayals of the Roc emphasise its dominance over the sprawling desert, with feathers that shimmer like the sand itself, often golden and dusty, mirroring the dunes below. Its interactions with humans in the myths are fraught with a mix of fear and admiration, as it confronts or aids those bold enough to traverse its domain. The Roc, through its sheer size and power, personifies the untamed wilderness of the desert, a reminder of the smallness of man in the face of nature's vastness. Ifrit. The Ifrit, emerging from the Islamic mythology of the Middle East, are powerful and rebellious jinn associated with the desert's ruins. These imposing creatures are commonly portrayed engulfed in smoke and flames, embodying their fiery nature. In desert lore, Ifrits are known to haunt the sand dunes, offering both harm and help to those they encounter, reflecting the unpredictable nature of the desert itself. Visually, Ifrits are frequently illustrated as towering figures whose fiery auras illuminate the darkened desert nights, casting long, eerie shadows across the sands. This imagery reinforces their connection to the elemental forces of fire and earth, making them unique among desert spirits. Their dual nature of being both harmful and helpful mirrors the desert's own dichotomy, capable of nurturing life with its rare water sources, yet just as quickly taking life away with its brutal conditions. Ifrit's hauntings of ancient ruins and remote dunes suggest the lingering presence of past civilizations and the secrets buried beneath the sands. Their stories serve as a metaphor for the desert's hidden riches and dangers, encapsulating the awe, fear, and respect that these vast, arid landscapes inspire. Amphisbaena. The Amphisbaena, a creature birthed from the rich tapestry of ancient mythology, is most closely associated with the deserts of North Africa, according to Greek and Roman lore. This fascinating beast, depicted with a serpent's body and two heads, one at each end, emerged from the blood that dripped from the Gorgon Medusa's head as Perseus flew over the Libyan desert. This origin imbues the creature with a mystique as a guardian of the vast, uncharted deserts, protecting secrets and treasures hidden beneath the sands. Inhabitants of the desert regions where the Amphisbaena is believed to roam describe it as capable of moving in any direction with equal ease, thanks to its dual heads. This unique ability allowed it to become a symbol of vigilance and adaptability, characteristics essential for survival in harsh desert environments. The Amphisbaena was not only a creature to be wary of, but also revered for its supposed medicinal qualities, believed to possess antidotes to poison in its flesh. Thus, its role in mythology straddles the line between a feared predator and a beneficial entity, a guardian against both physical and spiritual ailments that could afflict travellers and locals alike. I hope you enjoyed learning about these mythical desert creatures as much as I enjoyed sharing them. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating tales. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Yours truly, Mythos, the Historian.